Hello, everyone. Welcome to SmartMe. In today's video, we will be discussing a very useful feature in Slack, setting reminders. Because communication is key to running a successful organization, it is not unusual for one person to get like 100 messages in a single working day. It will be from their managers, from their colleagues, team members, etc. But because of the number of messages, it's very easy to forget that one have not responded to or have not given the feedback, to teammates as you have promised. Exactly for this reason is where Slack reminders comes in. Let's take a look at this case, for example. Smart has sent me a message. He is asking how far with the release has it been approved on Google Play Store. But I am currently in another meeting, and I would like to give him a more detailed response in the next couple of hours. So I sent him a message to that effect that, hey, I am in a meeting. I'm going to get back to you very soon. But how do I ensure that after that meeting, there is no another meeting or there is no another message that makes you to forget about this message altogether? In order to ensure that I keep to my word, I am going to set reminders. By coming to the More Actions button here, or the message, and then I can say, remind me about this in 1 hour. When the time is due, Slack will send me a notification in form of a message reminding me about this conversation. As you can see, now we have a message from a special account called Slackbot. If we open the message, right, we can see that it's a notification, it's a reminder telling us about the message or the earlier conversation. Right? So you can say, it says you have to remind you about this message. So if I click on this message, it's going to take me to that message directly. Or alternatively, I can also click on view conversation, right? As you must have noticed, also there is a preview of the message. So I can view the conversation now. It takes you to the conversation directly, as you can see here. Then I can now respond to Smart and say, so that's as you can see, this is very important. It helps me to keep to my promise, and then Smart is happy, I am happy, which is and all is great. So another thing again that we can do is, as you can see here, we have an option to snooze the notification. Let's say, for example, I received the notification, the reminder, and yet I'm still occupied or busy with something else. I can snooze it, for next 20 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and so on and so forth. And then by the time the snooze time expires, it will still remind me again. So you can effectively just keep snoozing this until you are able to respond to the message, just to make sure that you don't forget. Better late than never, right? So another thing again is, once we are done with this, we can now mark the reminder as complete, sort of mark it as complete, and that's the end of this particular reminder. All right. We can also set reminders for messages that are in the Slack channel. Let's take this message for example. This is Smart sending us a good video that I can watch later, but I don't really have the time to watch it now. So I can just come here and say, remind me about this, let's say in 3 hours, right? So, and that's about it. I'm going to be reminded when the time comes. I also want to take note that in addition to all the predefined time intervals, we can also set custom date and time, for example. So I can come here and select the date I want to be reminded about this. For example, I can say I want this to be done tomorrow, and I can say I want this to be pretty much around 10 a.m. And then even they can add a note about about the reminder itself. And that's it. I've been able to set a reminder. Another aspect of reminders that we can use is using it as a sort of to-do list. For example, I can say I can send myself a message on Slack. So I'm just going to say check project A status, and then I can set a reminder for that. I can just remind me about this tomorrow. I can say something like create ticket for bug fix B, and then set myself a reminder for this as well. So the beauty is that if you set a reminder for this, as we've seen earlier in the earlier on, that we can actually also snooze. So you can just use that as a form of quick a quick to-do list kind of. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.